Hello everyone, this is Kenneth with HollandsMusic.com and MyKeyboardConnection.com. I just wanted to take a few moments and share with you a lesson. Today I want to share with you something that I've been working on for a while now, and it is using polychords in patterns. Now, polychords basically is when you stack more than one chord on top of each other. And it's a great way where you can really modernize your sound. You can really create some really abstract sounding chord voicings using polychords. So what I'm going to do is basically show you some of the things that you can do with polychords. I'll play a progression, and then I'll also break it down for you so you can see exactly how I played it. Okay, now I'm going to come up with a polychord progression using this melody here. Okay, now that was not in a particular key. In a sense, I changed keys, but now let me show you what it sounds like when you use it with the polychords. Okay, so that gives you a real abstract type of sound with your chord progressions. Now let me show you my thinking behind putting that together. Okay, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking two different chords and stacking them on top of each other. So for example, I started like this. Okay, this first chord right here. Okay, I'm playing the notes E, G, C with my left hand, and with my right hand I'm playing D, G, and B. That's the first chord, and what gives it that crunch in a sense is that interval right there, okay? Now, if you look at this closely, essentially what I'm doing is I'm simply just playing a C major chord with my left hand, and with my right hand I'm just basically playing a G major chord. So a C major chord with a G major stacked on top of it. Okay, the only thing that's different about it is I'm inverting these major chords. So this C major is actually in what we would call first inversion. It's the same three notes, I'm just changing the position. Instead of C, E, G, I'm playing E, G, C. Still a C major chord. And then with the G major chord, I'm basically playing G major in second inversion. Okay? This would be first inversion. This would be second inversion. D, G, and B. And I'm just playing it an octave lower right here. And so that's how I came up with the first chord. Okay? And so basically, I put a little melody with it. And then that was my next melody note, and then I basically did the same thing. Okay, and so essentially, if you look closely, this is just nothing more than just I'm playing A, C, F, G, C, E. And basically with my left hand, I'm just playing F major, and then with my right hand, I'm playing C major. And then I'm inverting the chord again. So this would be F major in first inversion. And then this would be C major in second inversion. And I just bring it down an octave. Okay, so that's how I came up with my first two chords. So again, like that, okay? And then what I did was I moved in a pattern. Okay, but before I show you the pattern, let me show you how did I know to stack G major on top of C major. How did I know to do that? Basically, this is what I did. I'm I'm looking at C, and what I'm going to do is count up to the 5th note of the C major scale, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is G. Okay, so now I'm going to play a C major chord with my left hand, and then with my right hand I'm going to play the 5th of whatever that is. Okay, so say for example we wanted to play a polychord with A flat with the left hand. I would just basically count up to the 5th note of the A flat major scale, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, E flat. And then I know that that chord would work well as a polychord. And then at that point, I could just simply invert the chords. And it gives you a really cool sounding chord. And it's really nothing more than just 2 major chords stacked on top of each other, okay? So let me break it down for you now and show you the whole progression. But that's the logic behind it. It's a really simple thing, but you can really be creative and you really can do some really abstract sounding chord progressions that'll really be cool. Okay, so let me give you the specific progression that I did. All right, I started again like this. Let me break it down. Okay, so I'm playing G, A, then E, G, C, left hand, right hand is D, G, B. Then we move like this, then A, G, then we go to the next one. All right, and then now I'm playing A, C, F, left hand, right hand is G, C, and E. All right, now we're going to move down in a pattern. Now, the pattern that I'm moving is in major thirds. So, in other words, then, okay? So G, major third, below that would be E flat, and then a major third below E flat would be the B. So that's how I'm moving. Excuse me. All right, so that's the pattern when I first start the progression. And I'm doing these polychords in that pattern. So again, okay, now here comes, I'm going to do the same thing, just a major third lower. Okay, now I'm on, basically what I'm doing now is playing A flat major over E flat major. Or E flat major over A flat major, should I say. Okay, and this is the voicing. Alright, and sometimes I change it up a little bit just to kind of change the sound. But essentially it is nothing more than C, E flat, A flat, left hand, then B flat, E flat, and G right hand. Okay? Then we go here. Alright, this is nothing more than a B major chord over a G flat major chord. Okay, and I just have it inverted. Alright, and so now I'm playing E flat, G flat, B natural, D flat, G flat, and then B flat again. Alright, and then we keep moving. I did this. Just played a little melody line, G flat, B flat, D flat. Okay? Alright, this is nothing more than B major over E major. Just have it inverted again, like that. So I'm playing A flat, B, E, G flat, B, and E flat. Okay? And then I veer away from the pattern just a little bit, and then I go here. Like that. Okay, now this is not a polychord, but I'm getting ready to lead to another polychord. This is just simply A major over C sharp. I'm playing C sharp, A, B, E, A, and then E again. Okay? And then I do this. D, C sharp, D. So I play it like this. Excuse me. Then we go here. Okay, this is another polychord. Now this one is a little different, but it's still based on the same principle. Okay? Now I'm playing actually with my left hand B, G, and A. And then with my right hand, I'm playing D, F sharp, and D. And basically what this is, I'm basically just playing G major with the left hand, D major with the right hand. But this one is a little different because I'm playing an additional note, this A right here, with my left hand, which would actually be the 2 of that major chord, just to add a little color to it, okay? So I'll change it up a little bit just to, get a different sound. All right, and then we move to this chord here, which is just simply G major 7. It's not a polychord per se. So basically, left hand I'm playing G and D, and then A, B, D, F sharp, A. Again, left hand G, D. Then right hand is A, B, D, F sharp, and A. And then I end up with another polychord right there. And this is simply C major, left hand, D major, right hand. And I have the C major broken up like a 1-5-10 type of voicing. The 1st, the 5th, the 10th. Okay, to give me that open sound. And then with my right hand, I'm simply playing a D major chord, and I just have it spread out like this: A, D, F sharp, A. Like that, okay? So if I play it one more time for you, it sounds like this. Okay, and so that was patterns using polychords. Okay, so I would encourage you to experiment, try things. It's a really great way to get a real abstract or modern type sound, and it'll really take some of your progressions to the next level. If you enjoyed this, share it with a friend. Thank you so much.